Europeans have essentially trapped themselves by completely cutting off all contact with Russia. Now, they are entirely dependent on the US, which is, in fact, doing with them what it does. That's not our issue. If you're enjoying it, that's your problem. It's hard to accuse us of driving a wedge. It is Europe that has tried and is still trying to drive a wedge between Russia and the United States, perceiving some sort of tilt in U.S. policy under President Donald Trump in favor of Russia, to the detriment of European interests, as they see it. But the word interest is very relevant here. When a country, like Russia does, our friends in China, in the United Arab Emirates, in India, and other states defend their interests, they are treated accordingly. When, as in the case with most European elites, they have exchanged their interests for those of the Ukrainian regime and are using this regime in every possible way to fight against Russia, no longer hiding and preparing for a war with their direct involvement, then they will probably be treated accordingly. I've already mentioned how we met in February 2025 in Riyadh with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio then said, presenting the Trump administration's position, that the goal is to adhere to national interests and that the U.S. will always respect the positions of other major powers that also base their actions on national interests. He added at the time that these national interests of large countries like Russia and the U.S. will not always align, but when they do, it would be a mistake not to use that alignment to implement mutually beneficial economic trade and investment projects. But when they do not align, it is not a mistake, but essentially a crime to allow that misalignment to degrade into a confrontation, especially a heated one. We proceed from this premise. As for relations between Europe and the United States, we never interfere in these processes. People are treated according to how they have proven themselves. Why are the Europeans preparing to fight us when they are about to have Greenland snatched from them directly? Europeans aren't imposing sanctions in response. Don't ask me about this. Try to talk to someone from their media. They have a few correspondents here. Try questioning them on this topic.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.